Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Last week I discussed my thoughts on cycling as a runner, and today the weather is really stunning, so I thought it's a great opportunity to do the same but with swimming. And now I do have to admit that I'm not as new to the sport of swimming as I am to cycling, because I swam a lot as a kid, swam a couple times a week, but after primary school I stopped swimming and only swam for a couple of months 2 years ago when I did some triathlons. So I'm not new to swimming, I'm quite familiar with it, but today my thoughts on swimming. Right at this point, there's two things that I really like about swimming. First is that I don't have to use my Achilles, and the second is that it's much easier to film myself in the water than it was last week to film myself on the bike, because I did almost crash a couple times, but that's not gonna happen today. What distinguishes swimming most from other sports, at least in my eyes, is how disoriented you can feel when swimming, because with your head in the water you have no idea what's happening around you. You don't see your surroundings, you're in a completely different world. You don't hear what's happening. You have to be okay with that. You have to accept that you're not completely in control. You have to let that go. I think that's quite hard for some people, at least that's what I heard. Especially when you're in a race with a pack of swimmers. I did that a couple times when I did my triathlons, and that can be really stressful. You have no idea what's happening around you, but even when you're swimming alone, you cannot see what's in front of you, what's next to you, what's behind you, and that is so different to running or cycling. Now, one of my issues with swimming, and this is quite personal, I have no idea if other people experience that the same way, but I find it very hard to find the right pace to swim, because I feel like I'm either swimming way too intense or too extensive. I cannot really find a swimming pace that compares to a moderate running pace with a heartbeat of 140 or 150 per minute. Maybe that's just me, I have no idea, but I really struggle to find a comfortable pace. I feel like I'm either sprinting or swimming way too slowly. But once again, I have no idea if other people have the same issue. If you do, please drop me a line, or if you have some tips, that would be very welcome. And what fascinates me about swimming is how important technique is, because with running, it doesn't really matter if you have a shitty technique. You can get away with it, because if you have strong lungs and strong legs, you can run really fast, even if it looks awful. But with swimming, it's 90% technique, I sometimes think, because I have swum with people who are much stronger, much fitter than me, and I easily outswim them, like effortlessly. And that's, I think, just because of my technique, because I swam a lot as a kid. I know how to move through the water. Yeah, that is so different from running or cycling, when it's just fitness, just the strength of your legs. And for me it's an advantage, for other people not so much, but it strikes me every time. And of course there's a lot more that could be said about swimming, but these were the things that came to mind instantly. And I mean, if I would have prepared for this video, I could make a list of 10 or 20 things that are different to swimming than to other sports, but I think these were the most fundamental differences. So yeah, if you like this video, please consider to subscribe. It would help my channel, and if you do, you will see my next video next week. Goodbye.